What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Right now we're sitting at 24,154. We're up about 3%. And what we're going to do is piggyback off the last video that we were looking at. And what we were talking about, guys, is how we need to get over top of this 200-week moving average. Now we're trading up above it right now. You can see this candle here. But what we need to do is close up above that area, and that's going to be on Sunday. So we really have to watch this candle. If we can close up above it and we get some significant volume, that may take us up to around that $28,000 to $30,000 area. If this ends up being a really long wick and we see rejection from this 200-week moving average and we don't close up above it, then most likely, guys, we're going to go retest some of those low areas around that 17,567. So the main thing now is not getting too wrapped up or feeling that FOMO. I know we've been getting some bounces here. That's nice, but you also have to realize, guys, we're still in this downtrend right now. We're trading below our 30-week moving average, our 50-week moving average, and we need to close up above this 200-week moving average. If we can do that, that can give us a little hope, like we said, to get up to some of those higher levels around that $28,000. Now, if we get into the one-day time frame and take a look at this, still trading below our 200-day moving average, so we have to keep that in mind here. That could be tough overhead resistance when we do get up to it. Right now, we've been battling with this 50 moving average. And the 50 moving average, guys, we have not really traded up above it since about April 10th of 2022. So if we can start having nice candle closes with some volume up above this 50, that again could give us some room to run up to around that $28,000 area. The main thing, though, guys, that we need to get over top of is the 28, and then it's going to be that 32,383, because right now we're essentially just setting lower highs. You can see we had 48,000, 43,000, 40,000, 32,000, and then if we're not able to get over that area, this could just be another lower high when we're taking a look at the macro here. So we have some good things, we have some bullish things, we have some bearish things going on. Right now, guys, what you can see here is the higher lows still have been holding. So from 17.5 to 18.6 to 18.8, right in that range. So the next time that we pull back, we would want to see us hold roughly about that $21,000 to $22,000 area. Because remember, guys, when we're in these trends here, we're trying to form those higher highs and higher lows. So we've had a nice push up here. The thing that I'd anticipate the most is a nice higher low if we're able to hold that area. And what's going to be depending upon that is the 1 hour time frame. So if we get into the 1 hour time frame here, what we want to see is this trend hold. So we've been in this nice uptrend here, guys. We want to continue to make these moves, higher highs and higher lows. You can see from the pivot points here, higher highs, higher lows coming in, which is important. So for us to set a higher low, we would need to be up above roughly 23,342. So if we do pull back into that area, that's the spot we want to stay up above, as well as that 22,899. Right now on the 1 hour time frame, still been pretty strong here. We're trading up above our 30 moving average, our 50, and our 200. So that's what we like to see on the 1 hour time frame here, have this nice uptrend as a guide for us. Now, if we turn on some indicators, relative strength is going to be at 68 on the 1 hour time frame right now. VWAP is going to be at 5.70. So we still are in the positive there. If we take a look at our momentum waves, we're at about 72 right now. So when you're looking at these, guys, and you see this breakout that we had, if I get the pivots off here, what you always want to see is breakouts with volume. That's what, with that confirmation, that follow through. So if we take a look here, the horizontal line, say roughly, guys, where we can get the most amount of touches is where you want to go. So if I can drag this down just a little bit for us here, I would say roughly, guys, because you always want the most amount of touches. Let's see. So I'd probably put it right in that range. And this was the spot that we broke out from, right around that $22,000 area. And then what you want to do is check the volume. So we have had above average volume when we broke out from this. It's just about seeing that follow through now and staying in this 1 hour uptrend is what we're looking for. So if we bounce back to the 1 day time frame here and we take a look at these indicators, right now, relative strength is going to be at 64. So on the 1 day time frame, we still do have room to go a little bit higher if we want to do that, or if Bitcoin has it in it and the broader market can continue to make some moves today. And then the VWAP is going to be at 13.34. So also nice to see that in the positive with a little bit of that increased volume as we're trying to go up and test some of these higher areas. Okay, so that's going to be Bitcoin, guys. If you get some from that, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're going to get into Ethereum next. Take a look at ETH. ETH's been a really good runner for us here at $1,600. All right. So for Ethereum, guys, still dealing with this downtrend, though. That's what we got to watch, this macro downtrend. If we drag our trend line out here. Still in a downtrend, still trading below our 200-day moving average, but it's nice just to see some higher highs and higher lows coming in. We haven't seen that in quite a long time, so it is refreshing to see. You can see our higher lows at 879, 997, then we had 1005. So the next time that we pull back, I would want us to see us hold 1280. This area that we broke out through on some heavier volume, we'd want to turn that into support so that we can go up and try to test some of those higher levels, which would be around that $1,700 area is what we look at for Ethereum. If we look at the 1 hour time frame, same deal, is trying to keep these 1 hour trends intact, this uptrend. All right, so we made it up to 1631 here, guys. We had a lower high at 1590, and now we're trying to get up over top of that 1590. We're gonna have to see if we can continue to have 1 hour candle closes up above that area so that we can go try to get over top of that 1631. But that could be a tough test for us as we're going up to that 1631. Right now the VWAP's at 1.24, so losing a little bit of strength up at this higher level, and then our relative strength is going to be at 60. But we are still holding this 30, the 50, and the 200 moving average. Just remember, guys, when we do get these retracements, they can be fairly deep. So if we go from our low right here up to our high, even if we retrace to that 0.382, that could put us back around $1,400. If we go back to half, that 0.5, that could be $1,318. And guys, if you just go back and look, this type of stuff happens all the time. Obviously, we can continue to keep running higher, but when we do get those serious retracements, many times they're that 0.382, 0.5, even that 0.618, which could put us back around 1,244. What I've been doing here, as I didn't plan a big trade for this move here from the 1000, as we've been climbing in this uptrend, I've just been doing quick flips on the 5-minute time frame for Ethereum, just getting in and out of positions really fast because I still want to see some confirmation. For me to do a bigger position, I don't like us being below that 200-day moving average. That's a really big deal for me. And, you know, it may have me miss out on a bigger position for some of the move, but I would have more confirmation if we were trading up above that. If you do a lot of studying on the 200-day moving average, it's a really big deal. And many times until you get back up above it on heavy volume, sometimes you can just run into those bull traps. So just be careful out there, guys. Really watch this 1 hour time frame. That's going to be our guide. So if we bounce back out to the 1 day time frame, going to take a look here. We're going to go to ADA next, sitting around 53 cents, getting close to it. Main area support we want to hold is going to be around 40 cents, and then it's going to be up to around that 45 cents. So those are the areas that we want to hold. We are trading up above this 50 moving average, which we haven't done that in a really long time for ADA as well. So that's been all the way back to April 11th. So the fact that we have gotten up above that on some increasing volume, I like to see that. If we can continue this move, the next overhead resistance area I would really look out for is about 60 cents, and it's going to be up to around that 68 cents. Same deal, guys. I have no problem playing, you know, quick positions or whatever, but we still are trading below this 200-day moving average right here. We dropped it or lost it back on November 20th, 2021, and we have not reclaimed it since. So that could definitely be powerful overhead resistance that we could have to deal with here. So just keeping an eye on it, but I do like to see some progress here, guys. It's nice to see a little bit of improvement on some of these altcoins here. Relative strength is going to be around 61 right now. VWAP's at 19.69. So that's going to be ADA, just also watching that 1 hour uptrend as well. So keeping an eye on that, seeing if we can hold it. We are back testing this 30 moving average right now. I have to see if we can hold that 30 and that 50. But we're up above the 30, 50, and 200. So I do like to see that. You can see we had a longer wick up here at about 55 cents. So also keep an eye on that. Sometimes that can be tough to get up over top of. So that's going to be ADA. If you're here for ADA, let me know. We're just going to rip through some altcoins here quick, guys. And now we're going to keep them on the 1 day time frame so I can get through some more for you. You know, there's some people asking about like Matic and different stuff I'd like to get into for you. So next one's going to be Litecoin, sitting at $61.32. Main area we would want to hold for Litecoin is going to put us back at around $55. I'd like to see us hold that. And then it would be down to around that $46. In terms of overhead resistance, we need to have a daily candle close up above this 60.44 would be an area. If we can get up above that, then that would put us up to around that 70.50, right in that range here. You can see how far away we are from this 200-day moving average, guys. And this is why I said it's so significant. When you reclaim it and you break over top of it on volume, it's a great time to go long. When you break down through it on heavy volume like we did here, it's a great time to get out of your position or go short. And you can see from here, we ended up losing for Litecoin. I just give you a price range here. Once we dropped, we'll go off the candle close to where we're at now. You're talking 62%. So when we cross up above it, we can have these massive runs, and when we cross down below it, it can really push us down low. So just remember, we are still dealing with that 200-day moving average, and it's over top of us right now, and that's going to be all the way up at around 95.38. Okay. Relative strength going to be at 63 there, and the VWAP is at 8.91, so it is in the positive there for Litecoin. Next one, let's take a look at Matic. If you're here for Matic, let me know. And also let me know what you guys have been doing. Have you been doing quick little flips like I've been doing on the 5-minute time frame, or have you been doing bigger positions? Have you been trading this? Have you been shorting? I would love to hear it. Okay. All right. So on the 1-day time frame here, Matic had been one of our leaders. You can see it had some really nice volume coming in. Higher lows at 31 cents, 41 cents, 52 cents. We have a lot of room here. So if we do pull back, I'd like to see us hold about 76 cents, 68 to 70 cents, 77 cents right in that area is going to be a spot for us. But yet again, when we did get this breakout, it came on nice volume, and that's what's propelled us to get to some of these higher levels. That's why I'm a big proponent of volume, really watching that volume. If we would have broke out of this on weaker volume, many times I'll tell you roll right over pretty soon here. Okay, so the next major resistance areas we're going to look up to, we need to get over top of about $1, then it's going to be up to that $1.18, and then this 200-day moving average there, and that's going to be up to around that 122 are the areas that we're going to be looking for Matic. So those are the ones I have time to get into today, guys. Just want to do this for you. Be careful out there. If you're playing positions, just really use those stop losses as well. That can help you. God bless you all, and take care.